what you're trying to do, hun. The gym, dinner, it's very sweet, but it's 100% not necessary. I'm fine, truly.
Oh my God, everybody stay here.
It's an S&M nut. I've seen it before. Architecture is not just about the need for shelter or the need for a functional building. In some ways, it's just what exceeds necessity that is architecture. And it's the opening onto that excess that makes architecture fundamentally a human endeavor. Architecture is a technical answer to a question that's not technical at all, but rather is historical and social. The study of architecture is the study of human thought and human history. This is about the architectural imagination. It's how to think about architecture, but it's also about architecture as a mode of thought. Architecture is one of the most complexly negotiated cultural practices there is, and a single instant involves all of the aesthetic, technological, economic, political issues of social production itself. And indeed, in some ways, architecture, as we'll see, helps articulate history itself. Now, these are all big claims, and we'll need big ideas to address these claims, and we'll also need very specific, concrete examples of architectural projects and events from history. Welcome to the Architectural Imagination, an online introduction to the history and theory of architecture. I'm Michael Hayes, Professor of Architectural Theory at the Graduate School of Design, and my colleagues and I will introduce you to some of the most fundamental themes, concepts, and examples of architectural thought.
Imagine that scientists have created a happiness machine. A machine that could make you as happy as you'd like with just the push of a button. Would you use it? Would you push the button? I've asked that question of my students for years, and most of them say no. Most of them want to find true happiness on their own in a genuine way. But how do you do that?
That's where science comes in. For the past decade, researchers have been developing a roadmap for the pursuit of happiness, suggesting, for instance, that roughly 40% of our happiness is determined not by our genes, but by our daily activities. It's up to you. I'm Emiliana Simon-Thomas.
And I'm Dacher Keltner. Here at UC Berkeley's Greater Good Science Center, we've been part of this scientific movement to identify the sources of a happy, meaningful life. And we've made some valuable discoveries. And we would like to share these findings with you to help you unlock the secrets to a happier life, healthier relationships, stronger communities.
That's where this course comes in. The Science of Happiness is the first MOOC to teach this research, with presentations from some of the world's top experts on the subject, like Sonia Lubomirsky, John Kabat-Zinn, Paul Ekman, and Barbara Fredrickson. They'll join us in covering topics like mindfulness, compassion, and gratitude.
Together, we'll tour this field that some call positive psychology. We'll explore why writing down things you're grateful for can strengthen your immune system and improve your sleep, how meditation can actually change your brain for the better, and why spending money on others is actually better for your happiness than spending on yourself.
Along the way, we'll devote special attention to the links between happiness and human connection, kindness, a commitment to something greater than yourself.
But we're going to do more than tell you about the science of happiness. We're going to help you experience it firsthand. Each week, you'll try out research-tested methods for boosting happiness and strengthening your meaningful connection to others. And you'll be able to track your progress over time and discuss it all with your classmates.
So please join us for the science of happiness. We'll put the secrets to happiness at your fingertips with just the click of a button.
Do you know why a mirror reflects light? How does the atmosphere help to transfer radio signals over huge distances? What makes stained glass windows so beautiful? To answer all these questions, we need a deep understanding of the fundamental principles of the interaction between light and metal. Metals are unique materials because they contain a huge number of free electrons. Did you know that the number of electrons in 1 cubic centimeter is many times more than the number of insects in the world? Plasmonics is a totally new branch of optics and is growing fast. Plasmonics appears at the junction of nanotechnology, quantum mechanics, sub-wavelength optics, and solid-state physics. In this course, you will learn how plasmonics helps to squeeze visible light up to the nanoscale, how it helps to detect single molecules and viruses, or even kills cancer cells.
We start this course from the very beginning. Gradually, with deepen your understanding, you will finish by achieving the very latest results in cutting-edge plasmonics.
You'll get all basic knowledge and techniques you need to conduct your own scientific research at the frontiers of plasmonics. We'll have a lot of fun, because science, as you know, is very interesting. If you don't agree,
join our course.
Yep.
This is CS50.
Computer Science 50, otherwise known as CS50, is Harvard College's introduction to the intellectual enterprises of computer science and the art of programming for majors and non-majors alike.
I took CS50 last year as a freshman in the fall, and it absolutely blew my mind. I had never taken any programming classes before, never came in with any computer science experience at all, and I heard the buzz about the class and decided to take it.
It's taught me how to think in a whole new way. It's taught me how to reason better and look at the world in sort of a very programmatic and rational way.
I would say CS50 in one word is essential.
My name is David Malin, and this is CS50.